Hi, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Ethan Kramer. We are continuing to learn more information on the wildfires that have taken over the western part of North Dakota. Thousands of acres have been burned and one person has lost their life. We will start over in Williams County. The Ray Alamo and Tioga fires began as two fires and merged to one. The fire is 90% contained, but crews are fighting active flare-ups. Now, 26-year-old Johannes Nicolaas van Eden of South Africa has died, and another is in critical condition from that fire. Now over to McKenzie County with the Bear Den fire, where the size of the fire is an estimated 25,000 acres. The fire is 0% contained and no injuries have been reported so far. The damage report says so far 2 primary residents were lost and numerous outbuildings have been lost as well. Staying in McKenzie County with the Elkhorn fire near Grassy Butte. The estimated size of the fire is 12 miles long and 5 miles wide. The fire is 0% contained and no injuries have been reported so far. The damage report says an outbuilding was lost and no primary structures were reported lost at this time. Now take a look at your screen. These are photos sent over by our sister station of the Arnegard fire from last night. You can see the bright flames and even billowing smoke. Thankfully, the fire is 100% contained and there were no injuries reported. Now, as I've said, the Bear Den fire and the Elkhorn fire are 0% contained. The Ray Alamo and Tioga fires are 90% contained, and the Arnegard, Garrison, and Charleston fires are 100% contained. So make sure you're sticking with Valley News Live as we learn more. Well,